G. Komen and the efforts that you will also see that the Atlanta Braves will be doing. We will be doing a pink out either October 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. And then we also are going to have people come out to the Battery for you all to enjoy meals that will also go into a contribution for Susan G. Komen. So thank you all for giving me this opportunity to serve as your chair.
Thank you, Doretta. We're moving right along. Oh, actually, Doretta, if you don't mind, introduce your executive co-chairs.
Yes, I will do that. So the one thing that I'm very excited, because you never can do something without a team of amazing people. And I have these 3 amazing people that are going to be part of the executive committee with me that have agreed to do so. So we have Richard Jarakitis, who is the managing partner of Troutman Pepper, Yvonne Yancey, who is the Chief Human Resources Officer for Understood, and Christy Nicodemus, who's a Senior Business Development Executive for One Digital. I have one other individual. He's not ready to be announced yet, but you will see him come up too, that has also agreed to be a part of this executive committee. And we all, again, will be here to serve all of you.
Awesome. Well, we promised that there were going to be surprises, there were going to be contests. I want everyone to make sure we're going to start our contest right now at 6:12 p.m. We'll have 2 winners tonight for 2 $25 Amazon gift cards. I need everyone, if you are registered or if you're not registered, make sure you're registered. Connect your fundraising center to Facebook and or to the app right now and get some donations rolling in. So by the end of this program, we're going to give away an Amazon gift card to the most donations received in this period of time, and then another one to most dollars raised. So make sure you get started. Awesome, here's our URL. Make sure you're signed up. And this is how you do it. Make sure you link your fundraising center. Very easy. Within the app, you can send messages. You can post on Facebook. You can actually send emails. That's probably not going to be the fastest way tonight, but there's a bunch of different ways to get started and get fundraising. Definitely. So moving right along, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to speak to you about today. We're going to tell you a little bit about Komen. Most of you are familiar faces and are familiar with Komen and have been longtime supporters. But we are going to share a little bit about Komen, a little bit about breast health. That's what we're all here for, making sure that all of those 1 in 8 women that will be diagnosed, make sure we're all aware of our risks and about breast health. We're going to tell you about, of course, our biggest fundraiser, the More Than Pink Walk, some fundraising and goal setting tips. We're going to let you know about our Teams Challenge, corporate teams best practices and tips for corporate teams, and we have a speaker, an excellent speaker that will tell you about their success. We are going to let you know about the power of 1 week, and then we'll leave it open for some Q&A, and then I will announce the Facebook winners. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll move right along with the program.
Thank you, Maria. So just to have a mission moment and just remember why we do what we do. Most of you guys have been involved in some way, so you're familiar with our mission, but just want to share it again. You know, our mission is to save lives by meeting the most critical needs in our communities and investing in breakthrough research to prevent and cure breast cancer. And our vision is for a world without breast cancer. And that's something that we all can rally behind because we want to see that happen in our lifetime. A world without breast cancer. It's so important and so critical. So Susan G. Komen is unique in that it's the only organization that has a 360-degree approach to how it works with or handles breast cancer on multiple fronts. So, and also, you know, Komen is the, besides the U.S. government, is the largest entity in terms of donations to breast cancer research. We have invested $1.1 billion in breast cancer research. And that means, you know, leading to finding new ways to prevent to prevent breast cancer, to diagnose and to better treat breast cancer. And so since our funding in 1982, and actually this number has gone up, as I mentioned, to 1.1 billion now in research provided, and then more than 1.6 billion in funding for screening, education, treatment, and psychosocial support and so forth. We have actually invested in care and community at a level over 220,000 people have received financial assistance from us who were patients of, undergoing treatment for breast cancer. These are our 4 pillars. And so our work is centered around these 4 things: research, care, community, and action. And research, we've talked about. Metastatic breast cancer is a major area, focus area for us, because of course that is the most deadly cancer, metastasizing through the body. And so we're doing a lot of work around that, a lot of research around that. New treatments and clinical trials are very important. And that's one of the things that, especially as we talk about health disparities in clinical trials, is a big part of that as well. Going into care, this is really about access to health care, quality of care, affordability of care, also being able to meet your basic needs. So our patient services or patient care services include the treatment assistance program, which provides financial assistance for your basic needs, whether it be rent or what have you. Also our breast care helpline, our patient navigation program, and also our screening and diagnostic services. So all of those are part of our care services. And then in terms of community, it's really about galvanizing and supporting people who are, survivors or thrivers living with breast cancer, and building that community. We have united with over 30 million breast cancer patients across the world. And then lastly, the action pillar is key, because public policy, and a lot of people, I don't know, really realize, how much work we do in this area. So action and public policy, we have invested more than $23 billion in advocating for policies that protect breast cancer patients. And we've mobilized nearly 100,000 volunteers that have advocated for patients' rights. So again, that 360-degree approach, working on multiple fronts to support the breast cancer community and to find cures for breast cancer. And then just really quickly, kind of what breast cancer looks like in greater Atlanta. So if you look at kind of what's happening from a national standpoint, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in our lifetime. And it's basically a new case every 2 minutes. But what's more terrifying is the numbers in Atlanta. So this shows that breast cancer late stage diagnosis rates are 6% higher in Metro Atlanta. The mortality rate is 8% higher. And then when you look at African Americans, it's far worse, 30% higher for late stage diagnosis and 45% higher in terms of the death rates compared to Caucasian counterparts. And we understand, Komen knows that and recognizes these disparities and is working towards achieving health equity in breast health. And so that one of the initiatives is the African American Health Equity Initiative that is being piloted, and Atlanta is one of 10 metro cities that they're focusing on for that particular initiative. So, and then I just wanted to talk about COVID a little bit and kind of the impact. And we know, just in talking to some of our medical partners, that people delayed screenings during COVID, which is understandable. People were nervous about going into hospitals and so forth. So mammograms were delayed, and we, just were hearing there were fears of what these numbers may look like in terms of people being in kind of late stage cancer diagnosis once we came out of the pandemic. And so according to the National Cancer Institute, they estimate that an additional 10,000 deaths from breast cancer over the next 10 years will take place as a result of these delayed screenings. So it's definitely a imperative that we galvanize and really work to cure breast cancer and again, bring that vision of a world without breast cancer. And with that, I just want to share a word from Dr. Sujay Matthew, who is with the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. She's an infectious disease physician, chief of medicine there, and she had some interesting thoughts around breast cancer and the pandemic.
Understandably, has been a very difficult year for most of us because of the COVID-19 pandemic. People have delayed their routine medical care, but there has also been delay in preventative care as well as cancer screenings. Now, we all know that these delay in cancer screenings is going to haunt us for many years down the road. We also know that a delay in cancer screenings can result in more advanced stage diagnosis of cancer. It is therefore really important for all of you to get back on track, going back to seeing your doctors, getting your preventative checkups done, because we all know cancer does not wait for COVID. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what can you do to be safe during this pandemic? I do want to urge each and every one of you who has not been vaccinated to please speak to your doctors and make an informed decision. The vaccine is safe and effective, even for cancer patients. It is also really important to understand that even after taking the vaccine, to please continue to use good hand hygiene, wear your mask, and socially distance where possible. So get out there, raise funds for our breast cancer patients, because we all know we are stronger together.
Thank you, Dr. Matthews. So next we are going to hear from, where's Maria?
Oh my goodness, what is happening over there?
Where's Maria?
Is this thing on? Oh,
Who are you?
Hi, everybody. No, I'm not Maria. Maria actually had to run to the restroom or a phone booth or something like that. I'm definitely not her. Maria loves this whole virtual world, and she feels really comfortable in it, and I'm glad. She told me she's supporting the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. I am too. She's going to be walking virtually. She's going to get her family together, her neighbors, and they're going to raise money and have a great time. But, you know, I can't be held down in my house. I have to get out there. So I've come to deliver the amazing news that I will be in person on October 9th at Lenox Square, and I will be walking in the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. Woo! Come on, yes! Everybody, I know you're excited out there. Let me grab Mario. Hold on one second. I think I hear her. Hold on. Hi, who was that?
It was an imposter, but she
so
delivered.
Strange. That's so strange. But anyway, I know out there that everybody is very excited. Whoever that was is super excited about the in-person More Than Pink Walk. I know, oh, I see Stacy Hughes in the comments. Stacy and her global payments team, our local presenting sponsors, will be out there, and they will be joining us. So this year, that is our special announcement. This year, we are going to have a hybrid experience for people who want to walk at home, or in small groups, or with their company, or perhaps they're out of the area. We are going to have an amazing virtual experience for everyone who wants to participate like that. But for everyone else that wants to be in person, yes, Tran is super excited from our team Northside. For everyone else, we are going to have an in-person More Than Pink Walk. It is going to have all the elements that you've come to love. We're going to make sure we're honoring our survivors, honoring our amazing sponsors, and having a fantastic time with some safety precautions in place. but we're going to have an amazing time. So that is our special announcement. We're going to have a hybrid experience. You'll be getting several emails. Thank you for opening those. Several emails detailing all the ways that you can participate, all of the logistics, which I will help manage. And we're going to have my email at the end of the presentation. And so any questions that you have, please do feel free to reach out to me so that I can describe virtual participation or in-person participation, whichever you would love to do. But that's our special announcement. Thank you so much. So let's keep rolling. Yeah, let's keep it. Can you go to the next one?
Yes, we want to thank our sponsors. And I know all of you guys are thrilled that we will be in person, and we are so excited about that. So first and foremost, our local presenting sponsor, a huge supporter of ours, Global Payments. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming back this year as a presenting sponsor. We're so excited about what you're doing with your teams. To our pillar sponsors, Georgia Pacific, thank you for coming back and continuing to support us in so many ways. Northside Hospital as well, thank you for continuing to support us in so many ways. Mael, which is a new partner. And then additional sponsors, Ford, Change Healthcare, Atlanta Braves. This is a new sponsorship for us. Thank you, Doretta. Cancer Treatment Centers of America. This is the first time they'll be sponsoring the walk. They support us in other ways, so we're glad to have them for the walk. Myriad Genetics, Publix, Regions, B98.5, KISS 104.1, and Simon Properties. Thank you all.
Thank you, sponsors. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we are going to cover today. Awesome. Nope. Oh, well, we'll talk a little bit about the walk first. Yes. So as I mentioned, many of you are returning, but the walk is Susan G. Komen's largest fundraiser every year. And Atlanta is one of the most impactful fundraising events that in the whole nation. So we have moved to the Georgia More Than Pink Walk. Many of you may have noticed that on your communications. That is because just as our treatment assistance program is reaching a much further reach, we're also letting everyone know that they can join us this year, and we've opened it up to the state of Georgia. So a little bit about the walk. The walk is our chance to come together with others, to share our stories, our laughter, and our tears. It's a way that we honor those living with, those that we've lost, those who are currently living with metastatic breast cancer. It's a way to support each other, to gather our strength, to keep up the fight. And we're so excited to be in person and so excited to just be here again this year participating in the walk. Yes, so we have a little poll for you. Is this your first time participating in the More Than Pink Walk? So feel free to chime in. I see the chat's going crazy, which I love, but feel free to chime in on this poll. Let's give it a couple more seconds. Let's see what we have. Did the poll work? I can't see. Let's see. Did we get results from that? Anyway, we'll keep it moving. I don't think the results, I don't think the results worked. Or maybe this is Ring Central's a little new for everybody. It's also new for us on this webinar. So we'll move on to the next one. Barbara, well, we know it's not Barbara's first time, so not a problem. Not the first time for Barbara. Is this your first time as a team captain? So we'll try this one out. If it doesn't work, not a problem. I recognize a lot of our team captains that are here. And then some first ones. Taiwan is here. She is from the Divine 9 team. Oh, you can do the other one. There might be a delay. Sorry if I rushed anyone. But we have some awesome new team captains. Oh, I'm not going to do it, but we have one of CR, our executive directors, Sorar's, letting out her screech. Thankfully, I can't hear it. I don't want to call it a screech. Please forgive me if that's the wrong terminology. Okay, let's see. Can we get the results for this? Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's almost 50-50. So we have 54% are new and 46 returning. So that's awesome. Welcome to both new and returning team captains. Very good. Excellent. You move to the next one. Are we starting over? Okay, great. All righty, awesome. So a little bit more about the walk. Give you a little bit. Now, a lot of this information is going to be on the website. So always check back on the website to see how we're doing because your contributions are a huge part of that. But our 2021 goal, is 650,000. And we are a little bit over 40% to goal already. So a lot of our teams are just kicking off, having their kickoffs right now. In fact, we went to one this morning. So we are already 44% to goal. So donations are rolling in. So let's keep going to the next slide, please. And first time participating, we have about 40% first time. So that's awesome. So feel free to type your fundraising goal in the chat. This can be your team goal, your individual goal, and Sierra, who is working in the chat, will take a look at that, and I will make sure to hold you to it. Oh my God, $10,000 from Team Northside, amazing. All right, some of those are coming in. Well, a reminder, we are in the middle of a contest, right? So here are some fundraising tips that are great, and it also is part of the contest. Get mobile. One of the easiest ways to fundraise and best ways to fundraise is to get mobile. So set your fundraising goal, make a personal donation to kick off your fundraising. Everybody likes to see, adding to something rather than the empty bucket. Connect to Facebook, remember it's part of the contest. Personalize your page, tell everyone why you participate. As we said, we all have our story. I have my story why I joined Komen, and everybody, unfortunately, so many of us have been impacted and have their story. Share it, let people know that. And then finally, download the app. For those of you like myself who are technologically challenged, Julie has made it easy. She's still helping us from afar, and she has created a QR code. So you can put your phone right up there and you will have access to the app. It's also on our Facebook homepage, and it also can be linked to in your fundraising center. So keep going. Customize your personal page with all those elements I told you about. Make sure we see your pretty face on there. And if you were like myself and you were a Girl Scout, you can get all of those badges. So we are honoring your inner desire for these badges, and you can get all these badges as part of the recognition once you sign up for the app, sign up for Facebook, make your first donation, invite a friend, send an email. These are some of the badges that you can get, and you can share your badges and let people know your progress. Great. So some fundraising tips. In a little bit, we're going to have one of our rockstar individual fundraisers share some tips with you. But for now, some of my tips, things that have worked for me. The first one, make clear, easy asks, right? I need 15 friends to donate $15. Not a lot, but right there you already have, don't want to count my math, $225, I believe, right? So already really close to 250, which is another one of our tiers of fundraising. Thank donors privately and publicly. Everybody likes to be thanked, right? We do it for a good cause, but we also like to be thanked. So, and Sierra mentioned $100 gets you a t-shirt. I will mention that very shortly. Thank donors private and publicly. Encourage your friends to register. Get creative. I have sports fan challenge, game night talent. Okay, so our sports fan challenge is, my colleague Kivita is a huge football fan, and I have a feeling she doesn't like the Eagles, who I like. So I'm gonna make sure if I hit my fundraising goal that Kivita will have to wear the jersey of my choice. We're not gonna be in the office, but maybe she has to wear it around the mall or wear it somewhere else, right? That makes her a little bit. So get your friends together, find out what excites you, make a challenge, have a game night, exchange your talent for donations rather than money, right? Are you a masseuse? Do you paint? Do you bake some amazing brownies, right? Make sure you get some donations for that, maybe rather than taking a commission. Self-donate, ask your friends to match your donation. See if your company has a matching gift program. So many of us, our companies have matching gifts programs. So reach out to HR, reach out to the powers that be, and see if your company wants to match you. And then birthday campaigns. All of our birthdays don't fall in the fall, but instead of getting those birthday presents or those engagement presents or even those wedding presents, a lot of people graciously ask to donate to their walk page or to donate to Susan G. Komen, and we appreciate that so much. So those are some ideas for me. Put your ideas in the chat. Oh, Julie already earned her shirt. Very good. Put your ideas in the chat, and everybody can see some of, maybe pick up on one golden nugget that works, and they'll run with it. So like I said, it's always good to get a thank you. And we like to give thank yous as well. So here are some recognition items that you may get when you get to different fundraising levels. Now, in order for the money to go back to the mission, we do ask that you get one, you know, so if you know you're going to get $2,500, maybe wait on that mug and then get the fleece jacket. So again, you'll get an email with all this information, but this year we are not having a registration fee. So registration is free because we're encouraging, again, the money to go back to the mission, for everybody to make an initial donation, everybody to really focus not on the registration fee, but on fundraising. And these are some of the ways we recognize you. We make sure that if you fundraise $100, like my colleague Julie Brock has already done, you will earn your walk t-shirt. So $100 will get you a walk t-shirt. Looks like Barbara. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check the numbers in a little bit. Our top fundraisers are always recognized. Those are people raising $1,000 or more. And then our top teams, like Team Northside, like Team Global Payments, like Georgia Pacific, and several other teams that I see in the chat here. Our top teams are those who raise $2,500 or more. And a lot of those teams significantly beat that goal. Again, Atlanta has an amazing group of teams and supporters, and we are so grateful. Let's keep moving. So those are some of the items that you can get. And we just wanted to briefly acknowledge some of our top fundraisers from 2020. And while you guys take a look at some of these amazing numbers, I am going to have Barbara share some of her tips. Barbara, you want to take it away?
I'm not sure about how to take it away. And it's not letting me start my video. I think somebody else has control on that. So you just have to listen to my my voice in the background, I guess, which is fine. No, that's fine. There we go. So yeah, you brought up a lot of, there it is. Thank you. You brought up a lot of good tips as far as like linking it to social media, but it's not just starting and linking it to social media. And it's not maybe an everyday update link, but don't let it get stagnant. So there's not only your birthday and the major holidays, but believe it or not, there is a holiday every day of the year. It could be ice cream day. It could be flag day. It could be walk your dog day. Take those and run with it. The dog day, I actually went, and I think I told Julie about this one. This is one of the more off the wall fundraisers that I did, but I actually took my dogs to the doggy park and I had a big roll of pink baggies, and just picked up poo for pink is what I called it. And anybody that came to the doggy park I picked up after their dogs and they donated towards my walk. Not everybody wants to do that. That was kind of an out of the box one. I've set up, I went to Goodwill and found a pair of pink rain boots and wrote on the side of them, you know, give cancer the boot. And I've put those at the different, at a couple of different locations and just left my pink boot so people can drop their change in. That when we started the beginning of this call, I immediately went to my Facebook page and said, look, I've been challenged. I need your help. Every dollar counts. And then as I'm listening to the video and I'm actually texting folks. Social media is good. A lot of people are on social media, but there's many venues. Some people get overwhelmed, especially we've been home for a lot this year. Make some of those personal connections, texts, make some phone calls. Just like that mysterious person that was on the screen earlier with the cape on. When I do some of my training walks, I'll wear a sparkly bra on the outside of my clothes, or I'll wear the cape that I have, and it gets people's attention. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, by the way, I've got an app if you would like to donate, you know, especially wearing the pink bra on the outside, it gets, not to be sexist or anything, but it gets men's attention. Oh, what are you doing? I'm like, well, it looks like you like boobies. Would you like to save them and then have them donate right onto the app? And you can actually, they can write a check and you can take a picture of the check and donate it that way. So there's always an opportunity. Don't be afraid of the no. You'll get 100 no's, but once that 101 person says yes, they might give you that $100. So don't be afraid of the no's. That's fine. You don't know everybody's situation. I've had people that I thought for sure were going to donate to me. You know, I think they've got a good job. They're doing well off. They know my struggle, you know, my survivorship. They're going to donate towards me, and they couldn't. But yet somebody I thought was maybe not quite on my side or kind of a grumpy Gus. Oh, here, I want to donate to, I see what you're doing. Let me donate to your walk. So don't ever count anybody off. You've got your neighborhood apps. You know, you can go on to your My Ring app. So use all, not just Facebook, but use all of your social media. And that's kind of what I've been doing, all of the social media, and then looking at the things that I do every day, taking my dogs to the dog park, going for the walks. What was one of the other ones that was actually fun? And that's part of it, is making it fun, not just thinking it's a chore. Oh, I've got to get to this goal, or
Yeah.
You know, we know it's very important, but make it as fun as you can. And the more fun that you have, the more it comes from your heart, and the more people see that, they'll donate for you.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Barbara. And making it fun is a good segue, because we're going to talk about some of our corporate teams and what they're doing. But Barbara, those were amazing ideas. And I definitely share ideas with other walkers, because I would have never thought about any of those. And Barbara, as you see, this is our progress. Barbara is on our leaderboard. So Barbara, thank you. And let's take a look at our progress. So as you see, this is a screenshot pulled right from our website. So we always recognize our top fundraisers, from participants to teams, friends and family, and corporate teams. Global Payments is up there 3 times with Stacy Hughes. Global Payments is a top team and company. And so as you see, like I said, we're 44% to our goal. Michael Soretta is amazing. He is our second fundraiser. Jenny from internal, she's Team Komen. She's pulling in 1,000. Carrie Copeland, Sonia, who is my Black Girls Run representative there. Barbara Boone, who was just featured. Laureen and Marnay. We have Northside Hospital. Wow, second place, really doing amazing. And here are some of our other teams. So Team Komen, we have an amazing goal ourselves. And let's move to the next slide, Kivita. One of our like motivators is that we may have some time off on Fridays after we hit our goal. So we are going to find those motivators, find ways to make it fun, and you will get the goals that you wish. So I wanted to bring up our Teams Challenge, which is new this year. So here are some elements to our Team Challenge. The top 3 fundraising teams will win a trophy. That's brand new. So hopefully we can move away from all of the Zoom, but if you want something good looking on your bookcase, you will be one of our top 3 teams. That can be friends or family or corporate, and you will get recognition at our open ceremonies. Our top 3 corporate fundraising teams and top 3 friends and family teams will earn an opportunity to have their team name on the back of the 2022 More Than Pink walk shirt. So we made sure to keep that group separate so that our friends and family teams can compete, because I know it's tough to sometimes go up against these big giants. So you will have your team name, hopefully, let's keep it as clean as possible but fun, on the back of our 2022 More Than Pink walk shirt. Teams raising $15,000 or more will receive a complimentary tent. We do ask for a little bit of a 2 weeks notice. And then, teams raising $5,000 or more will be recognized audibly at the walk. So keep going for me. Yeah, so here are some best practices, and let me close my windows. I got a window going crazy over here. Best practices for corporate teams. These are things that Komen has found to be helpful, and we are going to ask for some feedback from Stacy Hughes in a little bit. But for now, here's some things that Komen's found to be helpful. Host a team kickoff. This gets everybody motivated to join you. It lets you set your team goals, lets you have a clear plan, and And at this kickoff, we suggest having a team captain and an executive champion if you can. Sometimes that team captain is the person that does, that sends the emails and, makes the shirts and launches the contest. But sometimes having that executive champion, you have to think, whose email is everybody going to open, right? Sometimes it's that C-suite executive that will send out an initial communication. They can share their story or passion. They can make a personal donation, and they can be prepared to offer some great incentives. So like I said, with Team Komen, we may have some Friday time off. We may have some, what we call, some little internal prizes and gifts. And so sometimes, some upper management or C-suite or executives can do that. So that's our suggestion. Ask other department heads to be co-captains. So we did not have one of our great teams from last year, Team UPS, on here, but they got some of their different resource groups and different, women's leadership groups and different groups to have their own teams and be co-captains. And that way the company as a whole can have an even bigger impact. This is one that some people aren't used to doing, but we have really found it to be helpful, is to ask vendors or clients to support your campaign. So I provide form letters. I provide as much help as you need, but sometimes if you have vendors, you may let them know, we're donating to Susan G. Komen. Would you like to be part of our campaign, part of our mission? And a lot of times those people, especially if they're earning your business, are happy to donate to the More Than Pink Walk for you. And then make it fun. I'm going to throw out there, I saw this morning a strapping young male executive in a pink tutu, and he has encouraged all of his male and female executives to wear pink tutus if that team will remain nameless, hits their fundraising goal. So make it fun. Shaved heads, throwing some pink paint at your, I've seen people, strapped and getting pink paint thrown at them. I don't want to encourage anything that will get anybody hurt, but make it fun. Also too, maybe even having a lunch, having one of our goals is one of our little carrots that we get for Team Komen is that we'll get a chance to have lunch with our CEO. So all of these are options. Invite friends and family to join you. We see our coworkers all the time, right? You would love to see the friends and family come out there and make it a family event. And then of course, last but not least, lean on me, lean on Komen. So anything you need, from assets to some templates. We're going to have some corporate challenge and corporate teams communication templates coming in August. That is my email, and I'm always willing to help. So hopefully some of those help, and feel free to keep going in the chat at anything that's helpful. So I want to make sure that we introduce Stacy Hughes. Sierra, did you want to introduce Stacy?
Sure, I will do the honors. So Stacy Hughes is the Chief Information Security Officer with Global Payments, who is our More Than Pink Walk local presenting sponsor here in Georgia. She is also a member of our Southeast Regional Komen Leadership Council, and she is a breast cancer survivor. Stacy is a great friend to us here at Komen, and we are so honored that she has galvanized the troops at Global Payments. Last year, they had over 500 team members. They raised almost $50,000, and they're back to do it again this year. So Stacy, if you want to come off camera and say a few words.
Great. Yes. Thank you, Sierra. And thank you, everybody. I am so honored to be here. Can everybody see me on the screen? Great. Thank you. I am actually in Columbus, Georgia, because we have started, as part of Global Payments, our team kickoffs. So we had one today that our Komen friends participated in Atlanta, Georgia. And our second one is tomorrow morning in Columbus, Georgia. And we are trying to get all of our Global Payments team members, friends, and family to participate in the walk. And we are very honored to be the local presenting sponsor for this year for the More Than Pink Walk on October 9th. But a little bit about me and why I'm so passionate about this. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in February of 2017. And I went through a part of my life when I was diagnosed where I think everybody's a little bit of shocked, scared. I was almost embarrassed a little bit because of breast cancer. And it took me about a year to really come out and say, you know, this impacts a lot of other women and men. And this shouldn't be something that I should be ashamed about. This is something I should be proud about. And also took that passion and really turned it into something positive, not just within my own life, but within Global Payments. And in 2017, I went and participated in the Race for the Cure. They actually moved it. I think that was the year that the bridge at 85 was down. So they actually moved the walk to June of 2017. And I signed up for the walk. I was going through treatment at the time and wanted to walk, and just saw the wonderful, you know, survivors that were there, and the teamwork and compassion, and just really, you know, filled my soul with what we were doing there. And so I started out, just my daughter and I walked together. I sent out some emails just asking for donations, and I raised over $800 that first year. And I was really surprised by that, and found it was much easier than what I may have anticipated to actually, you know, raise money and ask others for funds. And so then the next year, what I did was I went to my company, Global Payments, and I asked if they would sponsor a team. And sure enough, they said yes. And so we sponsored a team. And as part of that, what we've done that year and in each year going forward is we give a little bit of money to each person that signs up to jumpstart their fundraising and use that as kind of a matching for them. So that's something that we've done at Global Payments. But my initial goal was 50 team members that first year. I got 125. Then in 2019, I wanted to double my goal. We got over 260 and raised, I forget the exact amount of funds that we raised. And then, you know, was just very blessed and fortunate when Komen came and talked to me about, you know, having Global Payments become the local presenting sponsor. And so I know last year was a little different, but we did, as Sierra mentioned, had a lot of team members participate, you know, virtually even around the world. We had 2 countries as well, international locations participate, as well as 26 states. So we really take Susan G. Komen and everything that we're doing there with a lot of passion at Global Payments. And so one of the things, I think some of the items that were highlighted that were just talked about are some of the things that we're doing at Global Payments. So we've had big kickoffs, and we've had speakers. We've had Komen come and give a great overview of what all the funding and money and programs that are offered. And that tugs at, you know, our employees and their families, you know, gives them the education. And then I talk a little bit about my story and why I walk. And we also talk about, you know, if you make it personal in your message, it usually resonates with someone that's gone through some type of a, you know, journey, whether it's cancer or something else in their life. But I always try to make that personal connection. And then for the corporate side and for other things, I do try to share, you know, my story with other corporations as well. And what I do is have gone through and introduced them to, you know, Sierra and team at Komen, Georgia. But what I also do in return is I said, if you're interested in joining a team or forming a team for the walk, I'm more than happy to come and talk at your organization and do a Learn at Lunch and talk about why I'm so passionate about this and what we can continue to do for a cure for breast cancer, as well as continue to meet our goal of reducing deaths by 50% by the year 2026. And so I just feel like that is one way to continue to give back and also help educate everybody on the great work that Komen does, and also help fulfill our mission as well too, to fundraise and help get that research and dollars that we need for critical research and treatments to help save lives.
Stacey, that's amazing. We thank you so much for that. And it was a very moving kickoff this morning. And as Stacey mentioned, you know, if there are people out there that, you know, are willing to, you know, I don't want to say foot soldiers, but Stacy's a bit of a foot soldier, and she's gone out outside of her own company and has gone to speak to other people and let them know about her experience, let them know, why she supports Komen, why she wants more people to be educated and to understand their risk and to understand the importance for early prevention and early testing. Please do reach out. We're in person, and we always need those volunteers to hand out t-shirts and to do things like that, but we also need advocates like Stacy and like some of you that I see in the chat and that have joined us. It was incredibly moving, and sharing that personal story, you can't help but have people want to support you even if they don't know much about the organization. So we are just so grateful. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you.
Maria, I just wanted to add one more thing. Last year, Stacy introduced us to an amazing company, and I want to share how committed she is to Komen. She was in Dublin and did a lunch and learn with this company. So she was across is that across the pond I don't know, but she was in Dublin, and she shared information about Komen and the amazing work that we're doing. And so, just want to piggyback off of what Maria said, and thank you for your commitment to Komen. Thank you for introducing us to Global Payments, and thank you for all that you will continue to do for Komen and the breast cancer community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are so excited about the walk being in person. Enjoy that, and we look forward to seeing everybody there and participating. So thank you.
Amazing. So thank you so much, Stacey. So next, I want to introduce another fundraising rock star and another team leader, Tran Nguyen of Northside, Team Northside. Tran is going to let us know a little bit about what she's done to get her team motivated. And I don't know if they've had quite a kickoff yet, but they are our second top fundraising team. And as you can see from some of these pictures, they were in our video. They're a huge team. So Tran, thank you so much for joining us, and please do correct me if I butchered your name, your last name at all. So thank you, Tran. Let's you take it away for me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me now?
I'm going on mute. You're echoing, but I'm going to go on mute, and I think it'll work out.
Okay, so hopefully everyone can hear me well, because my laptop is sometimes can go a little bit crazy. So again, I'm Tran, and a community health advocate for Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, and it's definitely an honor to support the Morning Pink Walk. And I'm very excited that it's going to be in-person walk. And that actually, with the question I emailed it, Mara, I was like, is it going to be in person or what? Because team members in the past been emailing me. So even before we had the news that, our sponsored committee agreed to sponsor this event, I sent out an email already to my team. So I started back in January to kick off the year. So I always send out a news that, we hope to get the team going because Northside, we know for built to beat cancer. So our goal is to beat cancer. And of course, one way is to have the team to fundraise. But for us, so far, what you share between you and Stacy share pretty much cover everything. So there's not much that I can share, but because our team, we have at Northside we have many departments. So I actually lavish on that. I use multiple departments that we have. Pretty much I contact the leaders, asking them, I try to challenge them. Pretty much same thing that what you doing this year, that challenge, and then you get the trophy. But for me, at the end of the year or after the walk, I present them with a certificate, appreciation certificate, a recognition certificate, and also recognize them on our newsletter. So those are things that I feel like it's been great. It helped the leaders to, they feel a little more motivated for their department. And then one of the fundraising strategy that I've been working with different departments, pretty much the same thing, encourage the leaders to give some perks to the staff. So one of it is like, wear jeans on Friday. And that's how business office were able to raise. I mean, they already donated about $1,000 so far already. Just been, allowing their staff to wear jeans on Friday. So we asked them to be creative. And you mentioned about tutu. That's exactly what we have done at Northside. We encourage different departments to make, have a day where staff coming together to make tutu. And it's, stress relief in a way where they can create tutu challenge and, vote for the best tutu, where take picture, and we have the picture on our Facebook page, or give it to the marketing, and they will share it, they tweet it, and make it fun. And then of course we, a lot of time we have to share that we are doing this because of our patients. We have a lot of patients, and our survivor are the one who joined the team and support this whole mission. Our network of hope is the team where we have a ton of survivor. They bake, during the season, so pretty much a month before the walk, they always bake and donate it to me, and that's how I sell and fundraise for our team. So those are, and of course another thing is I guess the T-shirt. That's just one thing we've been doing for the past 6, 7 years. Our team T-shirt. Employees, they love T-shirt, and Northside, our leadership actually give the opportunity for employee to wear T-shirt with Northside logo. So we leverage from that to fundraise by selling the T-shirt to staff to fundraise, and staff, that's how they've been responding. And also we work with our foundation to provide volunteer hours to our staff if they willing to, to purchase a T-shirt or to register to join the walk. They earn 4 hours volunteer. So those are things that we work with different, departments to encourage our staff to register and also to fundraise.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tran. Those are amazing. And Tran kind of jogged my memory of a couple of that challenge. That goes such a long way. One of our companies that our teams that actually didn't so much participate in the walk, but they did what we call a do-it-yourself fundraiser. There was a champion, her name is Desiree, and she just would send out, messages. She used their company intranet. So if you have your Teams or you have an intranet or whatever you guys use, just have a message going specifically for, the walk fundraising. And, she would just kind of rib or make jokes or, this person has more than this person. And the numbers were just astronomical. So Tran, we really appreciate, let's see. There's some going on in the chat, but those are amazing ideas. And next, Kivita, you are going to talk a little bit. So guys, we're getting towards the end. So you're not going to see as much of my face. I'm going to try and tally up some of these numbers. Kivita is going to talk about our Power of One week. And then we'll probably close it out pretty soon after that with the contest. So we'll keep moving. Kivita, you can share some more information about the Power of One. Thank you, Tran.
Okay, so Power of One week. This is, and many of you who have been walking for years probably remember, I think it was Pink Power Week is what it was called before. And so we kind of have a new marketing platform around kind of the power of one. And so this says one final week, one final push to make a huge impact in the fight against breast cancer. Together, let's see what a difference 1 week can make. So it's the week leading up to the walk. So, so we have some ideas and kind of some templates of things for activations for that whole week. And this can be either virtual or in-person activities. So I'm not going to read all of this, but just kind of a few examples. So for instance, on Monday, and I know this is small, so you might not even be able to really read it anyway. But for Monday, it says, complete the virtual one mission journey. So it's talking about going on our website and kind of going through this mission journey. And then step 2 would be to share something new that you learned on social media. Encourage people to donate to your campaign. So then Tuesday, Share your reason for walking. Share a photo and your story and your why. And so we're using the hashtag Power of One Week when you post. And then it's step 2 on that Tuesday would be to encourage people to donate to your campaign. And again, that's through social media, the app, various other things. And then for Wednesday, it talks about, choosing a gathering. So a suggested gathering, or get together with your team, your company, your friends, or your family, talk about why you're walking, and then encourage them to sign up to walk with you. And then it says, just as you bring wine to a dinner party, have everyone donate $20 at the door, and that could be your group gathering contribution that goes towards your walk team, your goal. Also, as Dr. Rhodes mentioned earlier, our event chair for the walk, who's with the Braves, there have been some conversations, some exciting things that are coming that will be taking place during that week. And so still some of the details being ironed out, but we are pretty sure that there will be a pink out, as we call it, for one of those home games. I think she said either the 1st, the 2nd, or 3rd of November. So stay tuned for that. We'll also, we definitely will do some type of in-person, at least one in-person activation that week leading up to the walk, whether that's a survivor parade or some other activity, whether it's the pink out night. So we're still kind of working on that. The decision to go in person was made, not too long ago. So we're still kind of shifting some things from the virtual space to the in-person space. And again, we will still have that digital component that we'll offer, but, we're just going to tweak some things, to have those, to offer some of the in-person things. And of course, we encourage you to do things for yourself and make plans with your individual teams and groups. But we also want to do some fun things where we just, energize people together with our Komen team as well, leading up to the walk. So more to come on some of those in-person things. But yeah, so I think we talked through Wednesday. So then on Thursday, it talks about joining the Power of One Week party. So doing like a virtual or a hybrid celebration aimed at expanding your community, invite folks to join. And then it says, it's pay to play, where you must donate or raise a minimum of $25 to unlock your access to the party. These are just, examples of things you can do. And then finally for Friday, it talks about putting on your pinked outlook. I love this one. And take a selfie to share on social. So, whether it's your tutus, boas, vintage race tees, handmade accessories, we want it all. So it talks about doing that, the pinked outlook, and then create a Dare Me to Wear fundraising challenge. So basically you post you post something in social media, like the wildest pinked outlook you can come up with, and you tell folks that, basically dare me to wear this for a full day or what have you, by making a donation, and that'll help towards your fundraising goal. So some fun things there. So those are just some suggestions and things that we'll have some tools and templates that we can offer you, because they're kind of things that we're planning to do anyway. But in addition to that, we'll layer in some more in-person opportunities. We'll see what the partnership with the Braves looks like in terms of that pink out week and what dates and so forth, or pink out days rather, and what day that will be. And also we're looking at the dine out nights. So that will be probably in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month at the Battery. So where a percentage of proceeds for dinner and so forth would come back to Komen. So a lot of exciting things pending. So we'll keep you posted on those things. So I want to open it up. So Maria is tallying all of our results for our winners. And then I wanted to also shout out, I think we got some folks returning. I think Glenn, you're out there. You were with Komen, with Kroger, used to be on our board. So good to see you and have you join us. And are there any questions that anybody has? And And I'll have Sierra's monitoring the chat. So if you have questions, you can either put them in the chat or in the Q&A. Oh, you're back. You have the you have the results already, Mari.
I'm back and muted. How many times does that happen in the last 15 months, right? So I'm back and muted. We have, well, first let's see, is there anybody in the Q&A?
Nope, there's nothing in the
Nope.
chat.
Okay. Well, we have an unprecedented good problem. Bradley Sweetheart. Bradley Sweetheart has had the most, so we have 2 contests. We have the largest number of donors coming in during this short time and the largest amount. Oh, how can I sign up to volunteer? Yes. So Julie Brock said, how can I sign up to volunteer? Our volunteer registration system is within days. It should be on our volunteer page at the website within days of being put up. I just talked to our IT person today, and there was a little bit of a snafu, but it will be up in days. Until then, email me at mlacy@komen.org, but it will be up within days. It is completed. So we have a good problem that Bradley Sweetheart has had. Sweetheart has had the highest number of the donors come in, and he made his own personal donation and had the highest amount. So Sierra is our fearless leader. I don't know, Sierra, if you have a solution for this. Does Bradley get both?
I think that it is only right that we give Bradley both of these Amazon
There you go. All right. Yay. So Bradley, we will reach out to you and mail those out to you. And we want to thank everyone. I've been away. Thank everyone for playing.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, but Sierra, did you have any other things to add at all?
I do. So I also wanted to acknowledge a couple of people who are in the room. We have Sheila Weidman with Georgia Pacific, who is a sponsor of our 2021 More Than Pink Week, or excuse me, walk, not week. They are a pillar sponsor. Wanted to say hi to Susan Fulginetti, who's also with Georgia Pacific. Yvonne Bryant Johnson, she is on our Komen Leadership Council. She has been amazing, and she worked with us to secure our 2021 event chair. So hey Yvonne, hey Soror, I'm so happy that you are here. Shout out to Taiwana. I haven't met you yet, but I know that you are Team Divine 9, so we're so excited about that. Also, hi to Susan Hannon, who is a great friend of ours. And then if there was anybody that I had missed, you know, let's say hi to Tayru's mommy too. Hey, Carol, thank you so much for joining us. So everyone, I'm not counting, but we only have 79 days to go until it is October 9th. So we've got 79 days to go until we are all walking together at Lenox Square or logging into our computers to experience this amazing digital experience for the walk. We can't thank you enough for your support. It is time to get fundraising. It's crunch time. I'm going to set up my Facebook fundraiser today. And if I can do it, you can do it. So guys, thank you so much. We're so happy that you attended today. We hope that you are excited, revved up, and ready to take on breast cancer. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.